Hello, everyone. Welcome to the yoga snack movement bite for the day. So, we're going to be moving into some work in standing, some of the different warrior forms that you find in a more traditional yoga class. All of them will be modified. So, for today's class, I will be demonstrating the forms in standing. I will also be using a chair. A chair is a great prop, and I encourage you to use it as much as possible. Have one available for yourself so that is accessible. I like to put my chair on a yoga mat because that will prevent the slide and it helps me feel a little bit more secure. The other option for you would be to take your chair and push it up against a wall. You could also use the edge of a table. Okay, so without further ado, let's start with the movement. So let's just start with a check-in. I'm going to start with my check-in in standing. If you would prefer to do this in seated, feel free to do that. Whatever position is most comfortable for you, just to take a couple moments to just connect with your breath and just take a minute to think about where you are in your day. All right, so as you are ready, coming into standing or sitting, perhaps even lying down, if you felt comfortable closing your eyes and that feels safe for you, feel free to do that. If you would prefer to have your eyes open, that's fine as well. Just allowing the gaze to become soft. And you may notice that if you're in standing, it might feel more comfortable to have a little bit of a forward and backward rocking motion. Oftentimes that is more comfortable than standing absolutely poker still. So if that feels good for you, feel free to participate in that way. And then just take a moment here and just acknowledge that you're stepping into a committed practice. It will be short. It will be about 7 minutes, 7 to 10 minutes. And just acknowledging that you're taking this time for yourself. And then if your eyes were closed, I'll ask you to open your eyes. You might choose to stay seated, or at this time, you might choose to come into standing. We're just going to move into a couple of deep breath movements here. So as you inhale, we can take our arms to the sky. And then exhale, taking arms down. So I'm not going to give a lot of guidance here. I just want you to do something that feels comfortable for you. Perhaps what I will say is find a position that if you're standing tall. So if you're sitting, also sitting tall, you're in your most tension-free position as possible. Inhaling up. Exhaling, we're just exploring some movement with our arms here, helping our lungs expand as we reach up. And then exhaling to come down. If anything during the practice doesn't feel comfortable for you, please feel free to modify. This is your practice. I'm simply here providing some options for you. So it's so important that you choose to do what feels best for you in this moment, knowing that it might feel different later in the day or even tomorrow. Take another breath in and then exhale and take it down. Let's just continue to warm up a little bit. If you're sitting, I'll invite you to come to standing if that's available for you today. And let's just start some side to side rocking. Again, if standing is an issue for you, you could absolutely take your chair and have one hand on the chair, or even take it in front of you and have it here to support. Just shifting your weight side to side, a little bit of lateral movement. Again, not a lot of rules here, maybe bending the knees, just noticing how it all feels. Relaxing through the shoulders. Now you could take this rocking side to side and turn it more into a rotation. So if you're comfortable, you might choose to let your arms dangle and you can swing them across the front and the back of the body. Again, allowing this movement to be only as big as is comfortable for you today. Please note that there's no rule here that says your feet have to stay tacked down to the floor. It might feel good to allow the opposite heel to lift as you rotate. If that's the case, allow that to happen for yourself. Knees can be soft. Let the body just kind of go. We're really just trying to get a little bit of movement warm up happening. Good. And then coming to center. And we're just going to do a little bit of a body shake. And so what it's going to happen is I'd like you to rise ever so slightly up onto your toes and then let your heels drop. So providing this doesn't create any discomfort in your foot, in your body, but just rising up and letting your heels drop. So I'll stand to the side. So you get this little reverberation happening through the body. Now you might choose to stay here, or maybe you go a little bit faster. Just doing what's comfortable for you. Knees are soft, and just letting the whole body relax. It might feel good to elevate the shoulders as you do it. Good. And then let the shoulders quiet, and then let the heels quiet, and then just start to alternately bend and flex the knees. So it's a bit of a right left, and then maybe it gets a little faster, and then maybe it's a little faster. So depending on how you feel with this exercise, keep it slow, or you can start to do a gentle little shimmy, alternating bending and flexing the knees and really letting the body go. Now, if this doesn't feel good or you're finding you can't get yourself coordinated, then just do something like this. So again, it can be as big or as little as you want. You could be a little shimmy really fast, or it can be a little bit slower, side to side, maybe a little bit of a circle. Good. And then just relaxing here. All right, we're going to start with moving through some of our warrior and triangle forms. So I'm going to take the chair and I'm going to turn it so that I can have my hand on the seat. And let's, for sake of ease, I'm going to have the chair on my left side, and then I'm going to step my feet apart. So the invitation here is to take that left foot and turn it in and point towards the short end of your mat, and then your right foot is going to just let that heel drop back, right? So just let the heel drop back. So you're on a bit of an angle here, and you want the left heel around about intersecting the middle of the instep of your right foot. And then just start a little bit of a knee bend here. See how that feels. This right leg, for many of us, will feel comfortable straight, but if you need to bend it a little bit, feel free to do that. Just see how this lunging action feels. Maybe making it a little bit bigger. Oh, you might have to readjust yourself depending on what your limb length is like so that you don't knock into your chair. And then when you feel like you're ready, whatever that feels like, just hold that into a lunge. You can take this left hand and just gently imagine you're guiding that left leg back. Shoulders can be down. And then perhaps you take your arms up, see how that feels, and then take your arms down. Now I know that my right arm is kind of coming out of the camera picture, but that's okay. Both arms are the same. And then when you're ready, we can pause here and maybe look over the left hand, and then look center, and then straighten and arms down. Bend, arms up, left hand, center, straight, arms down. Let's do one more. Bend, arms up, look over the left hand, center, straighten, arms down. One more time. We're going to take the arms up, and this time we're just going to hold here. Just take a couple breaths, again, just holding for as long as you feel comfortable, reaching and extending. If it's a lot for the arms, you might choose to take your arms down to your hips. Good. And then lengthening. Take those arms down, take the feet forward, and we're just going to heel toe. Give that a little bit of a shimmy. And we're going to just go in to triangle on the same side. So take those feet back out. Left toes turn out. Right heel drops back. And this time, lengthening through the torso, allow your arms to relax down and just reach out with this left arm as if you're reaching for something that's on the wall, and then bring that up. Now, it's okay to have this knee bend for yourself. Reach up, reaching, come up, take it down. Now on this last one, we're gonna hold it. So reach up, whatever it looks like, whatever the range looks like. This might be as far as you can go. For some of us, we might go a little bit further, but go to what's comfortable and then place your hand on the chair. Now like, oh, I might not be close enough. Come out of the form, squiggle wiggle yourself closer, reach and come down. Now, this hand, maybe it's up, or maybe it's down, or maybe it's on your hip. Maybe you're looking to the sky, or maybe you're looking down to the floor. Whatever you choose, we're just going to pause here for a count of 3, 2, 1. We're going to come up, turn our feet forward, heel toe, squiggle wiggle, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. See if I can stay in the frame. Okay, so take the feet out. This time, right foot turns to the short edge of the mat. Left heel drops back. Okay? We're just going to start with that warrior 2 knee. So we're just going to bend and we're going to straighten. We're going to bend and we're going to straighten. Feel free to adjust your chair. One more time, we're going to bend. Okay, we're going to add the arm. So we're going to bend, we're going to reach, we're going to look. We're going to come to center, hands come down and straighten. Bend, reach, head comes forward, arms come down. Last time through the round, forward, head, and then arms come down. Now this last time we're just going to hold if you like. So if it feels comfortable for you, hold here for a count of 3. If it doesn't feel comfortable, continue with the repetitions. 2, 1, head comes to center, extend, legs to front, heel toe, wiggle that out. So we're keeping this sequence nice and short because this is something that I love to do in the middle of my kitchen. If I've got something in the oven or I'm waiting for a timer, it's super simple. The kitchen chairs are there, the table's there. It's just a nice way to break into a little bit of a movement while I'm busy doing some of my other work tasks, homework tasks. Let's take that foot out and let's drop that left heel back. So now we're just going to move into that triangle arms. So with this arm, we're going to reach it out. We're going to touch. We're going to come in. We're going to come down. We're going to do 2 more of those. We're going to reach out, reach, in and down, up and reach, in and down. Now we're going to take it into that triangle. Reach up and out. So for some of us, this is as far as we're going to go. Maybe we find our thigh, maybe we come down to the chair, maybe we need to scooch close to the chair. Think about what feels right for you. And then if you like, it feels good for me to take my arm up on the side. So this is what I'm going to do for this side, but know that you can take your arm down. Okay. So I'm purposefully keeping the instructions simple here. We don't need to get super into anatomy and alignment at this point. I'm more interested in you doing what feels best for your body. You can be looking up, you can be looking down. We're going to be here for 3, 2, 1, and then bend the knee if it feels right for you. Come up, hands come down, heel toe, squiggle and wiggle, and then we're going to come to seated. So we're just going to do 1 minute of check-in. Seated on the floor, laying on the floor, maybe you stay standing, whatever's available for you today. Take a moment, feel free to close your eyes, and just notice what's going on. Notice perhaps a change in your breath. Maybe you notice your heart's beating a little bit faster. Maybe you notice how much your body liked that, how it felt good in your body. Maybe you notice how it was challenging. Don't worry about getting caught up in the story of why, just noticing any changes that you might have experienced in that brief little practice that we did. And then we'll finish with a deep breath, if that feels right for you, however that works for you, whatever that feels like to you, taking a full, long breath in. And perhaps you would like to sigh it out, opening your eyes if they were closed. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please use that short little sequence wherever you can in your day, whenever you have a moment. It's great for balance, it's great for coordination. It really gets the lymphatic system going with the bouncing and the thumping, and it's just a great way to build a little bit of movement into what might be an otherwise static day. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you for the next snack. Thank you and take care. Bye-bye.